Greetings, family, friends, and survivors. We're getting closer. This is just the old countertop that's just temporarily sitting on there because we don't want to get the plywood dirty because the hardwood's going to glue right to this. We made an end, and that's got its first coat. And got the trash compactor mounted. And that's second coat over here. But you could see this upper countertop. Once the hardwood is on, and the hardwood is on the back to cover this because it's all going to be matching wood, then it gets a piece here that's a stanchion, and then it gets two in the middle and one on the end. And then of course hardwood on the top of this. And because this is boxed in here, this cantilevering won't be a problem. It's got temporary supports here, and it's pretty blue pine, but that whole thing is going to get covered with more used sheet metal roofing, and with a 2-inch wide trim that'll be painted red as well on the edges. And what we do is we steel wool down a used piece that we like the discoloration. We pick that one behind the stove on purpose, and then I clear coat it so it's easy to wash. And I asked Carol if she wanted this all in blue pine and stain it, and really she wants it to look to match that. So it's going to look really nice. This is going to have a 2-inch border around it, also made out of walnut. And there will be 2 receptacles cut into the back that'll be flush, also trimmed. And that'll make it nicer in here. And once that's done, then this piece, this table that hinges on the wall, is going to fold up and go from here all the way to the end of the window trim there, because that corner right there is going to get boxed in to make it look like the rest of the house. The rest of the house is all post and beam that we cut right here on the property with our own mill, and it's all full 8x8s. And then we burnt them with a big torch and brushed them with a stiff brush, and so that's not stained or painted, that's a burnt log to char, and then you brush it to get to the color that you want. Well, I did the whole house, including upstairs. Everything's that way, and I ran out of time years ago and didn't have time to cut some bigger beams, fall some trees and cut some bigger beams, but we had some 6x in stock and a header, and that's a full header up there. So there's a 6x6 in that corner anyway. But to make it match, we're going to try to take some fir and cover that so it's 14 inches wide, and burn and brush it obviously before we mount it. And so this will also get capped 8 inches wide, and the corners will be mitered and filled and then burnt and brushed, and it'll slide on as one piece, so it'll look like post and beam in the kitchen too. You can see in the kitchen I did this far, and I kind of regret not having done these two the same, but that's okay. We'll fake it. So we're coming along in the kitchen. It's really smoky outside, but today you can actually see a shadow on the ground. Yesterday you couldn't see a shadow all day. We still came to 100% on the batteries. Today there's a shadow, but there's actually more air, more smoke that you're breathing. The smoke is lower, where yesterday it was really high altitude. All right, kitchen update. Have a blessed day.